Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a reading today. So I am labeling this reading Shadows and Light. So we are all made up of shadow and light, and so this is going to be specific for those of you that are dealing with somebody and you're having issues or challenges. You may currently be with them, you may be in separation with them. This could be somebody that you consider to be a twin flame, a soulmate, or even perhaps a karmic partner. It doesn't matter what kind of connection it is. All you know is that you were affected by this connection. You're affected by this person. They may trigger you in such a way and you just want some answers. So I'm going to be using a variety of different decks here today. I'll just let you guys know what I'm using as I use the decks. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to take a look at this person's core issues. So how we're going to do this is I'm going to be using the Tarot of the Vampires, and I'm also going to be using a deck which is called Therapy Flashcards. So how I'm going to do this, I will be using reversals today. I normally don't, but I feel guided to do it. And so I just kind of go through little spurts of what I want to do and what I don't want to do. And for some reason, reversals sounds like a good idea. So how I'm going to do that, I'm just going to mix these up like so. All right. Now I know it seems like it's just a big pile, but I just think that this is the best way to do it for me. I'm just going to turn all these cards around. I'm going to put these over here. And for these, I'm just going to shuffle these like normal. All right. So this first thing, or first position, is going to be this person's core issues. What their core issues seem to be. Kind of crap they're dealing with or carrying around. So I'm just going to shuffle these until one flies out of the deck. Might be a second or a minute or two. Oops. Come on. Oh, there it is. Well, this one just popped up and this one fell out, so I'm going to take it. Now, this is the thing. I am not diagnosing anyone today, even though these are called therapy flashcards. Not diagnosing anyone. These are just energies. So it doesn't mean that your person is a narcissist. It may be that there could be some narcissistic behaviors at hand. That's what I'm going to say, okay? So we also have phobia. So right off the bat, what we are getting here is there could be some sort of a phobia that somebody has. And so they have built up this narcissistic coping mechanism. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and read it because I think it will be helpful. Not everything has to resonate, and you don't have to take either message, or you could just take one. Totally up to you. What we have here is we have, let's see here. Narcissism is an excessive preoccupation with oneself to the exclusion of others. It is characterized by a sense of entitlement, a drive to unattainable self-perfection, impaired capacities for concern, empathy, and love, obsessive self-critique, fixation with one's flaws, self-blame for all outcomes, pessimistic behaviors. Here we have phobia, an exaggerated, usually inexplicable or illogical fear of a particular object, class of objects, or situation. Anything that instills unparalleled paranoia and anxiety. Snakes, spiders, clowns, violent reactions, not usually seen and rarely understood. So this is the deal. I mean, this person could have been triggered early on by some sort of a phobia, and this narcissistic quality is something that maybe they have developed over time that is a nice hard exterior for them to protect themselves from getting hurt. So that could literally be it. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist. I don't know if that's how it works, but that's just what I'm getting here today. Again, I'm not trying to diagnose anybody, but you're dealing with somebody who is afraid. You're dealing with somebody who may have narcissistic qualities, or they have been very narcissistic in your connection. So why don't we go ahead now and get some additional cards from the tarot that may give us some idea of how this person may have behaved towards you or what's coming out for them. Very interesting. We have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is not a happy card at all. The Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak and sadness and betrayal. So literally what I'm getting here is that they have brought heartache and sadness to your life. And it makes sense because this person is, you know, has this exterior. They have these narcissistic behaviors that they are displaying, where narcissism, people are not giving a shit about anybody but themselves. They're just thinking of themselves. They're not able to think outside of themselves. And it's all geared and stemming from a phobia that they have. Maybe it's a phobia of commitment. It's a phobia of love. Whatever the situation is, they are breaking your freaking heart. The Three of Swords can sometimes indicate third parties. So we could be talking about cheating. We can be talking about, you know, some kind of an issue here that it's just like a constant triangle. They're constantly leaving a trace of broken hearts behind them. Very heavy right off the bat, you guys. So let's get another energy here. Yes, we have these Six of Grails. Very interesting in reverse, though. Six of Cups. You may want to come back together with them. Well, the thing is, you're wanting to come back together with somebody who is displaying these types of behaviors. And so it's not to say that it can never work or that it can't be changed. If somebody is a full-blown narcissist, again, I'm not a doctor. I don't know if people like that can change. But again, we are just showcasing here that this person has some narcissistic tendencies, but we all do. But the Six of Cups, especially in the reversed, this is an indication that you can't let go for some reason. You're having a difficult time letting go of this person. But see, we are talking about them, not necessarily you yet. And so I'm also getting that they're leaving a lot of things unsaid, or a lot of things in their past in a broken manner. So they're literally like shutting themselves away from the past. They're breaking hearts, they're doing things, they're acting in certain ways, and they're just moving forward, and they're cutting ties, they're cutting people off from their past. So literally, it's like this person may even still today, which is why this card is coming up reversed, they may just be detaching themselves from what they've done. They may just be detaching themselves from their behavior and how they've affected other people, including you. But I'm also getting here that the person that is being depicted by this energy right now, they're shaped and molded from their past, and their past isn't a good one. So their memories or their experiences in childhood could literally be causing or is at the stem of their current behavior. That's what I'm getting here. Well, let's get one more card. Third card is a charm, right? We have Judgment. Literally, what I'm getting here is that they are creating a lot of karma for themselves. A lot. They've either created a lot of karma with, I mean, obviously other people, but that includes you as well. At some point, they're going to have to pay the piper. So you might feel like this person really did you harm, and obviously they did. They did you wrong. There's this past tie between the two of you now. You're having a hard time letting go. You're having a hard time getting closure over the situation. But when the Judgment comes up in the upright position, this is a good indication to me that somebody may wake up and smell the coffee. They may be doing it now. They could understand the error of their ways at some point. So we're probably not speaking of a full-blown narcissist here. We're speaking of somebody who's just acting narcissistically, because usually narcissists will never see the error of their ways. But the fact that we have the Judgment card coming up in the upright position is an indication to me that this is a narcissistic kind of quality that's going on here, but it's not a full-blown narcissist. So that's just what I'm getting, you guys. If you guys want to label this person as a narcissist and close the door on it, totally up to you. But anyways, I'm getting here that the past is still with this person. Even though they're trying to shut it out, even though they may want to forget about the error of their ways or what they have done to other people, including you in their past, I'm getting that at some point they're gonna have to deal with it. There's no escaping it. Judgment Day is coming for this person. They can't get away from it. It could even be that as much as they're trying to shut out what they did to you, at some point they are gonna have to pay the piper. They are gonna have to come to some sort of a realization that how they've acted towards you or other people, they're gonna have to make their wrongs right. So that's pretty significant. So their core issues and what transpired between the two of you is really stemming from some sort of phobia. It's really stemming from something that is within them, that is stemming from their past, okay? So it caused them to act act this way with you. It caused them to hurt you in this way. So that's what we got here. Why don't we go ahead now and go into the energies of you and go into how they triggered you, how this person triggered you, and you know, what the messages are there. So I'm just going to tap into another deck here. We're going to be using the same therapy cards for the core, and then we're going to be using a different tarot deck when it comes to them. I'm sorry, your energy, not them. So just put these on the side, okay? Right over here. Okay. So now let's go ahead and dip into a different deck. Why don't we use this deck right here, which is called the Steampunk Tarot. Okay, so these are the two cards that just came out for you. Reinforcement and Persecution Complex. So the Persecution Complex says this. It says, the abiding feeling that others are motivated to harm, cheat, harass, or conspire against one regardless of actuality. Paranoia, wariness, suspicion, assumption of the worst in others, externalization, defensive or hostile behavior, glee in being proved right by others, malicious intentions. This person triggers this within you, triggers you to literally become defensive, to just assume the worst in the situation. I mean, obviously, they've done some shady shit. They have done something that has caused you to feel this way. So it's literally like they might be triggering this response in you where they might be saying to you, like, I need to get away from you. You're always persecuting me. You're always accusing me of something. I got to get away from this. Like, you're creating this issue and you're just kind of like, this isn't coming from nowhere. Literally. So they're triggering this response in you. It could also be that you chose this person. And again, I'm not playing a therapist here, but maybe you chose this person because this is what you are used to. You are used to being with people that are going to let you down or lie to you in some sort of way. Maybe there were red flags with them and you chose to ignore them. You went into the situation, you were attracted to this type of person because you were continuously replaying this sort of role out in your life. Kind of like, you know, what you expect is what you're going to attract. And so you're expecting somebody to hurt you, so they're going to. That doesn't absolve the other person that they are just that way, but you're literally attracting this type of person into your life because you don't expect anything good to happen. You expect the worst. So persecution complex. We also have reinforcement. This is talking about responses to behaviors that cause the behaviors to be repeated, modified, or seized, generally by reward. It says the individual seeks to re-elicit the positive response or indifference or punishment. Then the individual seeks to be noticed or to avoid punishment. Identical responses to identical stimuli. Behavior designed especially to draw a certain response. So this is very interesting because this is talking about reinforcement of what we believe. So it kind of goes with this card here, that if you're expecting a certain thing, you're just reinforcing the same message within yourself over and over again. You're expecting somebody to hurt you, so you're reinforcing this response. You're reinforcing this experience. So I'm getting here that you and this person came together and you were initially attracted to them, but there was something about them that held some sort of an issue that you need to resolve. So you and this person coming together and colliding in this way was really to learn something here. You were attracted and initially triggered by them because of what kind of person that they are, or what kind of signs or red flags you decided to ignore. okay? So it's like you guys are the perfect match, but the perfect hell made in heaven, if that makes sense. So there's definitely some major triggering going on. It is the perfect recipe to basically have a shit show of a situation. So let's go ahead and get some additional energies for this. We have the Magician. The Magician is about you manifesting this. You manifested this. And it's not to say for you watching this video that you wanted to be hurt. You wanted to be heartbroken. You wanted to be betrayed. Of course, you didn't really want that. But what I'm getting here is that your energy from the very beginning, there was some kind of broken aspect of you or something that just needed to have this experience. And so you literally, you manifested this on some sort of level. You manifested this, you created this experience. And again, you're reinforcing some sort of issue that you have within this connection. So it's not to say that this person is blameless or that you're to blame here. It's not what this is trying to do at all. But we do have to take some responsibility that maybe we did see a red flag. And for some of you out there watching this, you may really reject that. You may really reject that you did not want this. You didn't ask for it. You thought this person was a wonderful person. They completely blindsided you. You had no idea. And yes, that could be the case. But on some sort of energetic level, we do attract what we either need to work on or just where we're at and how we feel about ourselves. So there may have been some sort of broken aspect within you that you attracted this person into your life in order to correct or in order for you to see yourself and to see what you're doing and to see where you may need to make some changes. I'm seeing it's a positive thing though. Yes, what you experienced with them was not positive, but what I'm getting is that ultimately it helps you to grow. So they trigger you in order to help you to grow. What else? We have the Lovers in reverse. So again, this is definitely a lover that you chose for a specific reason. And we have the reversed Lovers. And so this is an indication here that people are making decisions based on their egos, not on their heart. And so, of course, you know, this is about fears. This is about, you know, people not making decisions based for the betterment of this connection. So again, this is this energy here where it turns your romantic world upside down. You think to yourself, oh my God, I chose the wrong partner again, or I chose somebody that was just going to hurt me. So yes, there has been a choice that has been made when it comes to love, and it wasn't the best choice, but it doesn't mean that it's all for nothing, and it doesn't mean that this situation cannot improve later on, but it just means that things are upside down right now. Things are at a conflict within this connection, and the reason why is because there are issues that need to be cleared, issues that need to be figured out at this present time. And we have Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is literally people walking away. This person either walked away from you or you walked away from them. But this is another thing, is it triggers this response in you. How much shit are you going to take before you make a choice to walk away? It could be that, you know, we manifest a connection with somebody that's not good for us, or they are just, it's become a very unhealthy situation. And so what it has to teach us is that making a choice to walk away. It could even be that we have created something, or we're reinforcing someone to abandon us. We're reinforcing someone to just leave us and abandon us all over again. So there could be some sort of abandonment issues that you have. And so you create this situation with the person that you know it's not going to go well, just to abandon you all over again. That could be for some of you out there, but not everybody, okay? But there is something about walking away and abandoning a situation. So it's either helping you to see, to not make certain decisions based on your fears of abandonment, or it could just be that it's showing you that, hey, something's not right here. Are you going to take it, or are you going to take the bullshit, or are you going to walk away from the bullshit? Are you going to have higher standards, or are you going to stay stuck, or are you going to just let somebody abandon you? Are you going to make the decision to leave a shitty situation, or are you going to be left? There's this energy here with your connection. So I'm hoping that you guys are resonating with that. But somebody is just reinforcing things here. They're just kind of pushing the envelope to be left, or they're not learning the lesson that there's something that's not working with this person. Not right now. It doesn't mean forever. It just means right now. And so if you're still hanging on, Spirit's way of telling you here, it's triggering you to take care of you and to walk away and to choose something else. You may not want to do that, but you are the manifester and the creator of your life. So you do have the power to do this. You might not feel like you do, but you do. And so that could be something else that's happening here right now. You could be really triggered, like, no, this has to work. No, this is special. No, this, I have to keep carrying on. I have to keep holding on. This has to work. We're twin flames, whatever the situation is. But what I'm getting here is that right now, this partnership is in total disarray. And so people have to get well. People have to become strong on their own. They have to become the magicians. They have to also take responsibility for their lives. And you may not want to take responsibility for your life. You may want to keep blaming this person. You may want to keep reinforcing that this person hurt you, this person victimized you, you're stuck, you can't move on. But that is not the answer. The answer is to disconnect and walk away and to gain your self-respect and to gain your power. Because we can already see that this person's energy right now, they're not wanting to take responsibility. They're gonna have to take responsibility at some point, but it might not be right now. I just see this person, they're breaking your heart, or they already have. They've walked away, or they're breaking hearts all over the place, and they're not wanting to deal with their actions. And so because of that, their judgment call right now, that's what it is. But at some point, they're gonna have to deal with it. But the thing is that that's up to the universe. That's not up to you. So you hanging on and waiting for justice and you hanging on, all you're doing is disempowering yourself. So you're creating this world. You can either create the world and hang on and keep persecuting them and keep reinforcing this and keep going round and round in the circles, or you can take back the power of your life, make a decision, and walk away. For now. That's just what I'm getting, you guys. So I know that this is definitely, a reading that is a little tough love. I will put some disclaimers out there. Hopefully people, watch this reading who are ready to get these types of messages. And hopefully if you were in a good place and hunky-dory, you didn't watch this reading because there would be no reason to. So now let's go ahead and go into the energies here of what is the light, okay? So where there's dark, there's also light. What is the light that you saw in this person, okay? What is the light that you saw in them? What's the light that they saw in you? It can't all be bad. So of course, we're going to use a freaking unicorn deck. Fucking unicorns and rainbows. That's light, right? We're using the light, Love and Light deck by Doreen Virtue. Love and Light. And we're using the Oracle of Unicorns here. And I don't know who makes that deck, but they're very light. So let's get some messages of light. Love and Light. Oh, well, we have these two cards that just popped out. So the love and light in the situation as a whole, what I'm getting here is that we have hope and we have intuition. Our intuition, our inner nudges, the things that, our intuition is telling us, the signs that we're receiving, maybe the messages that we're receiving from our angels or our guides give us hope. So that's a specific message out there for some of you that, you have hope still in your heart for the situation. So, and the reason why is because you're able to see the light in this person as well as their dark. Okay, so what is the light of this person? What is their light that you appreciate? Helping others is helping yourself, and we have cycles. Okay, what I'm getting here is this. It's not necessarily telling us what the light that you are seeing in them, but it is telling you that you do see that this person is just going through a cycle, okay? You know that this isn't who they really are. You may have initially connected to them, and how you connected to them was you did see their light initially. And then all of a sudden something happened and things changed and they went into their dark side. So you are seeing this person as they are in a cycle right now, okay? You know that right now is just not the right time for them. And so helping others is helping yourself. So of course, as much as you want to help somebody else, yes, helping others is helping yourself, but also helping yourself is helping them. So what I'm getting here is that you're not really doing them any favors or you any favors by trying to fix them, by trying to help them. You can help them from afar. You can help them energetically, but sometimes people feel that helping somebody is doing the work for them, or trying to get them to see the error of their ways, or trying to send them messages and telling them, you know, what they've done wrong. And I'm not saying that those things can't help out certain people, but I'm getting in this situation, that's not helpful. So the light that you see in this person, it's like, you see the light, or you saw the light, but you know that they're in a dark cycle right now. And there's just really nothing that you can do. And so I feel like this is the message for the person watching this video. Your intuition gives you hope. Your feelings of just the messages that you've gotten from your guides, or maybe you've gotten certain readings and things like that, have given you hope. You're trusting your intuition at this point that this is just a cycle, and that, you know, maybe by helping others, maybe by taking your focus off of this person and helping other people and getting involved in another direction is ultimately going to help this cycle. So it's just a cycle. It's a down cycle right now, and that's where you're at. So what is the light that connects this person to you? Okay. We have miracles, and we have these two cards that just popped out. Move boldly into a golden future and look at life from a higher perspective. We also have miracles. What I'm getting here is that they're definitely connected to your light. So this is somebody who, when you came into their life initially, they could have said things to you like, you're an angel. I feel so much, you know, I feel great around you. You're like the answer to my prayers right now. And then suddenly something changed, okay? Because we have moved boldly into a golden future. This person may have moved very quickly and very fast with you just to pull the rug from under your feet. So we have look at life from a higher perspective. You actually helped them to see things from a higher perspective. You added some sort of light and you gave them hope. But at the same time, we can see that this person has issues. They have issues at the core of their being, like we all do, okay? They have core issues. And so as much as they wanted to be in the light with you, as much as that felt good and that you touched them in that beautiful way, it's like they immediately went into their coping mechanisms of hurting people and shutting people out and going into this very narcissistic behavior. And so they're definitely in this energy of, I love this light about you, but this is too good for me, or this isn't something that's going to last. So they shut it out, is what I'm getting here. And you know that they've done this. That's why you're coming up with this card. You see their light, but you know that they're in a negative cycle right now. So you do have hope, and you're trusting your intuition when it comes to the light of this person. But you know that right now they're in a dark cycle. So that's what I'm getting for the light of this connection. So now let's go ahead and take a look and see what the healing what healing needs to occur, okay? What healing needs to occur in this situation? So we are going to be using 3 different decks here: the Chakra Insight Oracle cards, the Osho Zen Tarot, and the Heal Yourself reading cards. Let me turn this down. Okay. We have Entrapment. So somebody has a real issue right now where they feel trapped. They feel like they cannot change. They also may be in a situation where they are choosing to stay stuck and choosing to stay trapped. And so, you know, they're just kind of giving their power to something else out of fear. Okay, so if you're dealing with somebody who's in a, with another partner, perhaps, it could be that they're choosing to stay trapped. They're choosing to just, you know, the victim role, so that way they don't have to take responsibility, that the way they don't have to change. People will do that. All right, so I just wanted to get some key cards here, and then we're going to get some messages. We also have Wild, and we have Family and Tribe. So some people literally, they have core issues when it comes to their family. This is not something that they just became for no reason. These phobias or these narcissistic behaviors stemmed from their childhood, stem from family members, stem from the way that they were treated as children, or just their upbringing, their tribe. So I'm getting that immediately. I'm also getting this wild energy here. So there is this energy of not wanting to be trapped. So I'm getting also people that have commitment issues. So the commitment issues could be a problem for some people. Could be that people just have a wild streak. They just don't want to be entrapped. And then I'm getting that there are other people here that choose to be trapped. They choose to stay stuck because it's easier. It's a crutch. So why don't we go into some specific issues when it comes to entrapment? Okay. So specifically entrapment, what do we got going on here? We have stress and we have family. Look at this, you guys. I'm definitely getting here that some people are either have major family issues and or they have a family. This is somebody who is with a partner, because we have it coming up a few times here, and we have stress. So somebody is really taking on this energy here of I'm trapped, I can't move, there's nothing that I can do. You know, they're painting this picture. And it's not to say that the picture isn't true, but they're really putting more on themselves. They're causing themselves to stay stuck. It's like, like I said, it's a coping mechanism. They want to stay stuck. They want to stay stuck in this situation. They want to basically be stressed. They want to hold on. They want to stack all the chips against them and say, woe is me. There's this issue here. That needs to be healed. That needs to be cleared. And it has to do with family. Feeling the burden of, I've got to take care of my family. I can't leave because of my kids. I can't leave because of this or because of that. So that is going to be a message for some of you out there that you're dealing with. You're waiting on somebody to end a partnership that they keep telling you they're not happy in and all this other stuff. Now, for some of you, this has nothing to do with a third-party situation. This is literally this energy here of somebody who is just not wanting to commit. They don't want to commit to, you know, having a family. They may want to just, you know, live their lives and be trapped in this energy here of just, you know, I got it all under control myself. I don't want anybody's help. I don't want to let anybody in. I just want to basically stay trapped in this energy of, you know, holding everybody at bay. And for others as well, we have family issues. There is some kind of family issue that is keeping them trapped. It's keeping them stuck from being able to move forward. And again, it's holding them at bay from everybody else. But we do have that monkey there that has this pin that's about ready to pop that balloon. And so everything is going to come crumbling. I did see the Judgment card with this person. The way that they have been handling themselves for a very long time, at some point, shit's going to roll down the hill. They're going to have to change. Or it's not that they're going to have to change. Things are going to come crashing down for them like a tower moment, and they're going to have to see the error of their ways. They're going to have to face the music. They're going to have to figure it out because they've been doing this for way too freaking long. That's what I got here for this. Wild. So again, somebody could be non-committal. Somebody can have a wild streak. Somebody could have, you know, certain fetishes and things like that that just keep them from being able to live a normal life, perhaps. So why don't we go ahead and get a message for this? We have ordinariness. They don't want to be ordinary. They don't want to feel constrained. They don't want to just be tied down. They don't want to be committed for some reason. So some of you are dealing with somebody that has a real wild streak. They really need to just run wild. They don't want to be trapped. They don't want an ordinary life. They just, that is a bore to them for some reason. It is a freaking bore. Yeah, they have desires. They want to keep their options open here. They want to have the freedom to just, you know, live their lives. They want to have they want to have the freedom to run wild, you know, literally. They want to fulfill themselves. They don't want anything stopping them from fulfilling themselves. They don't want to, you know, just be in this ordinary life where they are able to do the things that they want to do when they want to do it. So you are dealing, some of you are dealing with somebody that has commitment issues. And so that needs to be healed. That needs to be healed. And we have family and tribe. Okay? Family and tribe. Isolation. So again, 3 of Swords. This is the second time it's been here in this reading. Somebody is isolating themselves and hurting other people because of their own stuff, because of their family and tribe issues. And we have seen, this is the deal. They have to see this. They have to have some sort of clarity and truth and knowledge and perspective. But this is something that they're going to have to gain on their own. Again, it's not going to come from you telling them this. It's not going to come from you telling them what they need to do. It literally is going to be their own clarity, their own truth, seeing things. And I already see it with a Judgment card. So I feel like the universe is working with this person to help them see themselves, to help see the truth of who they truly are and their situation. So it's through all of this isolation. We have this card here where somebody is frozen, but we have these tears. Do you see how these tears are starting to melt this person? So this is coming, is what I'm getting here. It's coming, but it's stemming from their childhood. It's stemming from their family. It's stemming from the way that they think about commitment, or the way that they had seen family relationships. So these are the things that are going on for this person that need to be healed. And I am seeing that Spirit is assisting this person in regards to these issues that they have been carrying around for quite some time. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some energies here of what they want you to know. What is the most important thing that they want you to try to understand or know at this particular time? Let's take a look. We are going to be using the Wild Unknown Tarot. It's a beautiful gift from a special friend of mine. You know who you are watching. Thank you so much. This is a deck that I don't really use often, but I do like to break it out around this time of year. So it's one of my fall decks, okay? So again, we're going to shake things up. What does this person want you to know most right now? What do they need you to either know, understand? What do they want to convey to you? What's the deal? What do we got? We have the Father of Swords, which is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is an energy here of, you know, kind of a hard energy. It's like a harsh truth. This is somebody who might be telling you that they just don't have those types of feelings at this point. Like they can't touch base with it. They can't get to the core just yet. They're very much in this hard exterior. They're trying to see maybe a truth or seek truth in a situation. I have the Tower again. I did say something about the Tower in this reading, that they're due for a Tower moment. And I'm seeing here that until they have their Tower moment, they're not going to be able to see things clearly. So this person is telling you here that they know that they need to change. They know that they can't keep moving forward in this fashion and in this way. They're going to have some sort of major change or major catastrophe or major epiphany take place before they can really see the error of their ways, before they can see the, the sunshine, something. We have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is an energy here of, just needing to take a rest, needing to withdraw. But when it comes up in the reverse position, this is an energy of feeling much better. So what they are telling you here is that once something maybe changes, or once they decide to take action or seek clarity to figure things through, they may return to your life. They may come out of hiding. But right now, I'm getting here that this person is probably in hiding. This person is probably not speaking to you. They may have ghosted you. They may just be withdrawn from you right now. But they might be telling you through that message that that's not something that they plan to do forever. Yeah, see, now we have the High Priestess. Again, this is confirming here that what is withdrawn, what is within, what is hiding, what hasn't been said, what hasn't been spoken, the truths that haven't been revealed. They're telling you here that maybe at a later time, they do plan to tell you something. They do plan to reveal some sort of hidden knowledge or hidden truth, or something that they've been hiding from you for quite some time. So I'm definitely getting here with the Father of Swords, King of Swords. This is a person of truth. This is a person that may have some things to say that may not be super pleasant, but nonetheless, it's going to be truthful. This could be a very shocking surprise to you, that they are coming to you with some sort of truth, some sort of clarity, some sort of knowledge, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look and see. This is what they want you to know. They want you to know that they plan on possibly coming out of hiding and bringing to you some sort of truth. And it may be after a Tower moment for them, or it may be a very shocking surprise to you that they're going to do this. So what does this person truly want with you and this connection? They don't want to be sad anymore. The Five of Cups. They don't want this energy anymore. This is definitely, I'm sorry, it's not the Five of Cups, it's the Five of Pentacles. But the meaning is actually very similar. The Five of Pentacles is an energy here of, I don't want to be left out in the cold. I don't want to be shut out. I don't want to shut you out anymore, and I don't want to feel shut out anymore. I don't want this energy anymore. So it's definitely this energy of, I don't want to feel the sadness anymore. I don't want to feel shut out. I don't want to shut you out anymore. So it's like I'm getting this energy here of somebody may want to return to your life in order to reveal some sort of truth, to give you some sort of clarity. Okay, they don't want that energy anymore. They want clarity. They want the sun. So this is a very sad card, sad energy, being in the dark, feeling left out in the cold. For it to be matched up right afterwards with the sun, it's very, very beautiful. It's very bright. It's very positive. It's this energy where I want clarity. I want sunshine. I want happiness. I want something more positive. I don't want to feel this dark energy with you anymore. Okay? I don't want to feel that with you anymore. But we do have the Daughter of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is an offer. The Page of Pentacles is somebody coming forward in the material world and offering you something, but it's in the reverse. And so this is an indication here of what this person truly wants. They don't know if they can actually do it. They may want it, but they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to tangibly bring you this. They don't know how to come forward. They may want to, but they don't know how. They may fear that they can't do this, or that what they have to bring you isn't going to bring you the clarity. It's not going to fix something. Now we have the Son of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. But I'm seeing here that this is an action card. Again, this is a card of somebody taking action and coming towards you with the truth. So there might be a delay on this is what I'm getting. So what they want, there might be some sort of delay, but I'm seeing some sort of action being taken regardless of the delay. So it may not come immediately, but it's something that they're at least thinking about is what I'm getting, of coming to you and delivering you some sort of truth. And I have the Six of Wands. This is a card of victory. This is actually a card of success and positively moving forward. So I see an initial delay here, but I am seeing that somebody eventually gets to an energy where they can move forward and they can bring you some sort of clarity. So let's go ahead and get some energies that tell us what some of these things may possibly be, what things may change, what things may be coming in the future of your connection. So we're going to go into 3 decks here. I don't know why I'm trying to straighten those. I'll just put them aside. Okay, so we're going to be using by Tony Carmine Salerno. We're going to be using the Art of Love Tarot and the Gaia Oracle. So let's go ahead and see some energies here of the possible future of you and this person. Things that might change or be brought forth when they come forward. So this reading definitely started off extremely dark, but this was a reading called Shadow and Light, because where there is dark, there is also light. So not all is lost and not all is just dark. Okay. Oh, I have a special card here. I have no idea why that card is in here. It's not even the right deck, but it's a beautiful energy. Manifest. This magician already came through this reading one more time. I mean, one more time. It came through already once. This is a beautiful message, because this is an energy that's saying that this is about manifesting something. Somebody actually taking the initiative to manifest change. I just did see that this person is wanting to manifest some sort of new, either fresh start, new beginning, or manifest some sort of change. Okay. Hey, Snowball. Snowball's just going to chill out right here. Okay. So let's see what things that may be coming forward. Oh, honey, you can't lay on the cards. Well, we do have breakthrough. We have the Wheel of Fortune, you guys. The Wheel of Fortune is an energy here where somebody takes some sort of a risk. They create some sort of new cycle. So where things were stagnant, now all of a sudden something is happening here. We're having some sort of a breakthrough. So I definitely see some sort of movement in the future when this person decides to make some sort of a move towards you. And what may this bring through? What may this breakthrough bring through? Wow, emotional cleansing and rejuvenation. So this is definitely very positive. This just means that however people were feeling, there is a breakthrough. I'm going to have to put Snowball down. There is a breakthrough when it comes to how people are feeling. They're expressing their emotions. People are healing. People are purifying what wasn't pure before. There is some sort of an understanding when it comes to people's emotions and how they feel. So that's pretty amazing, you guys. And it looks like this person, or even you, and this could really be this energy here of maybe before you were manifesting things on a level to where you were recreating negative energies. But maybe since you have come together with them, and through a separation or through your challenges, you've really learned. And so now you've shifted your energy, you've raised your vibration. And so now you're going to be manifesting on a much more positive level. And so it's kind of like you and this person are both manifesting things moving forward. You guys are both manifesting some sort of positive breakthrough and positive change when it comes to your emotions and becoming pure in your emotions. I don't know why Snowball just all of a sudden wants to be all over me now. Okay. Sweetie. Here, sorry, you guys, hold on. Okay. So let's go ahead now and get some, let's get some additional messages. What else do we have here? Okay. Yeah, we have a new path. This is the Chariot's energy. Exploring something. So what does this have to do with? What are we exploring? What's going to be explored? Very interesting. We're going to face our fears, subconscious release, and healing. So literally, this is a path to explore our darkest energies. We've already been doing that with this person. This person's already triggered us in a negative way. We're triggering them in some sort of a way to where they're, in their fears, their phobias. And so now we have facing fears. So this path, we're exploring the fears that we felt. Anything that we've been holding on to and hiding, we are releasing now. We are healing this. So you see this? This is very positive movement forward with you and them. You guys are manifesting and having some sort of breakthrough when it comes to this cycle that you've been on for either quite some time. You've either been on hold. There's been no growth or activity. Things are starting to kick up once this person decides to make a move possibly towards you. And it brings clarity. It releases and drudges up all of this stuff. We're able to purify things. See, we're able to purify this energy here. Okay, that's it. We're able to purify it. Wow. And we have explore. Like this is like a new path, a new journey almost opening up. It's like you're really getting on a journey of self-exploration and facing your fears. But you've already been doing it all along. I'm getting that you guys are maybe doing this together. You guys come together and you guys have this talk that kind of drudges things up, or maybe it rehashes things, and it gives you an opportunity to really heal these things this time around. All right. Yeah, look at this. Four of Hearts, depression. Four of Hearts is definitely a sad card. But we have a message of love. A message of love. Somebody's message to you, what they're bringing to you is going to help lift this depression that you've been feeling, this sadness, the rejection that you felt initially with them. They're bringing a message of love, and it is in earth. It's not a 5D message. It is a tangible energy coming from the 3D world. A message of love that is going to help to lift your sadness, to lift the depression that you have been feeling connected to this person for so long. Wow, amazing. So we're going to go ahead and get some messages here from our angels in regards to this connection. What do our angels want us to know at this time? How are they possibly assisting us with this connection? This right here is the Gods, Goddesses, and Angels cards by Tony Carmine Salerno, and this is the Lover's Oracle, also by him. We have Angel of Healing. Exactly. The angels are assisting right now in the healing of this connection, the healing of individuals with these issues, okay? So they're trying to help to heal the darkness, to heal the shadows, okay? The angels have shown up for your sadness today, and they're sending you healing. They know you're sad. They know that you're feeling broken over this connection, but they're sending you healing even today, like in this moment. They're also sending this person healing as well. Wow, why? Forgive and forget. Life is too precious to waste. Forgiveness. They're telling you that forgiveness is going to heal. So you may be really just in such a broken state with them that you cannot forgive them for what they did. And it doesn't mean that forgiving is forgetting. It doesn't mean that forgiving is enabling. It just means that the darkness that you're holding on to or carrying around that's connected to this person is no good for you. All it's doing is it's creating you to feel depressed. Okay? It's creating you to feel depressed and sad. So that's not good. So they're telling you that life is too precious to waste on this. It's too precious. And it's also saying here, don't waste any more time waiting for them. Don't waste any more time for waiting for this person to come back and restore you. I'm seeing that it's a possibility in the future, yes, but you cannot put your life on hold and wait for this. You are whole today. You can be healed today. Life is too precious to waste. You got to forget about it for now. You got to walk away and forget about this person for now, because life is too precious to waste. And I do see some energies where the universe looks like to me that they're going to see that this person apologizes and comes back and rights the wrongs that they've done to you and maybe everybody else. We have Angel of Families. You know, families have shown up 3 times in this reading. There is some kind of an issue within somebody's family dynamic, and the angels are here to help heal these family issues. This is also if you're waiting on somebody who may perhaps be in a family situation, maybe you're also in a family situation. This is helping everyone heal within a family situation so people can healthily deal with their issues and their problems. And only time will tell. So it's going to take time. It's going to take time for people to deal with these issues. And the angels are here showing up today to let you know that they are helping aid and work on this. We have Angel of Union. This is saying here that a partnership is blessed and destined for greatness. So your angels are showing up here today to tell you that this connection that you feel with this person is a special connection, okay? They're saying that it's destined for greatness. Now, just because it's destined for greatness doesn't mean that you will come together in union, even though your angels would love to see this happen. But you have free will, and so does your partner. So it is up to the two of you to whether or not this can basically transpire or not in the 3D world. But we have abundance. It says abundance of love is coming your way, and allow it. This is also an indication too that a partnership in your future is destined for greatness. Could be this person, it could be a new partnership, but open yourself up to the possibilities of abundance that's coming your way. Abundance when it comes to relationships, when it comes to union, when it comes to a great connection is on its way to you. So you have to step out of the way and allow that to happen. You could be hanging on waiting for this person, and what it's doing is this energy is holding you back from other great partnerships. Okay, so that could be it as well. So we're going to finish up this reading with some messages in regards to just certain signs, just certain messages that the universe is trying to give you for moving forward in your life. We are going to use the, what is this deck called? Oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now, you guys. It'll come to me in a minute. No idea why I'm drawing a blank. It's like one of my favorite decks too. Again, it's a deck I really don't use unless it's around fall. We're also going to be using the Divination of the Ancients Oracle cards and the Oracle of Shadow and Light by Lucy Cavendish. Deviant Moon Tarot. My God, I couldn't think of it. This is the amazing borderless edition. I definitely recommend getting this one. I mean, the other one's fine with the borders, but I just happen to like this one better. Okay. No. Okay, Tiggs is trying to attack the computer and he's going to stop the video. No. Because he sees the movement on the camera because he's looking at it. Okay, let's go ahead and get some final messages from Spirit just about this connection, about our future, anything we need to know. So let's go ahead and get something. We have mastery. It's beautiful. I mean, we've had the Magician several times in this reading, and it's coming through again. This is self-mastery. This is that you are the master of your own universe. You're the master of what you're creating right now. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what the message is. What are we creating? Wow, Knight of Cups. This is about, you know, love. This is about our emotions. This is an energy that's saying here that we have the ability to master the kind of love that we really truly want and that we really truly desire, okay? What do we got here? But we have invasion, boundaries violated, and dominance. This is a very interesting message here because what I'm getting is that, yes, I mean, we are creating the kind of love that we want, but there's some sort of a dark fear, a darkness that's around us that's kind of recreating something that we don't want. So we did come into this energy, like the reading, talking about this. Like we are reaffirming to the universe what we want, but it's coming from a state of fear. It's coming from something that's just not, that shouldn't be in our lives. It's invading our happiness. It's violating us in some sort of way. It's taking control. So this is Spirit's way of literally telling you, especially if you're identifying with this message here, that you've got to, there's something that you need to do on some sort of a level in order to help yourself not choose the same type of partnerships that you've been choosing for maybe all of your life. There is some sort of, you know, deep-seated thing within you perhaps that you just keep creating a partner that is either controlling you or that you're, sorry, my freaking cats, controlling you. I did see earlier that there was a partner that was allowing somebody to control them. This false sense of entrapment. Why are we doing this? Why do we keep putting ourselves in these situations where we feel trapped, like we can't move? Is it a crutch? Is it an excuse? Is it so we don't have to take responsibility in life? Why are we doing this? That could be it for some of you, but for others, it could just be that there's something from your past that keeps haunting you. So you keep recreating something, or you're just not able to move forward because you can't let go of somebody from your past. And what Spirit is saying is that you're going to either create a nightmare or you're going to create the dream that you want. So it's about getting in touch with what those things could possibly be and figuring it out. We have authenticity. Okay, so this is about people being authentic. This is also about writing as well, you guys. This could be about journaling. This could be about writing a story. This could just be about the law of attraction, you know, writing down what it is that you're wanting to draw in, writing as if. We have you see clearly and clairvoyance. So this is about clear writing. This is about being authentic and being clear. This is about seeing people authentically and dealing with people that are authentic. And Ace of Cups. It's about loving yourself. What cup do you want to drink from? You're going to drink from an authentic cup, as in you're being authentic. The authenticity starts with you. The authenticity starts with your own cup. So again, if your cup is rotten, empty, you know, just mucked up, then that's what you're going to experience. You're going to experience other people that have issues. And it's not about people being perfect. It's not about you needing to be perfect. But what kind of love, what kind of energy are you offering from the get-go? Is it flawed? Is it broken? Is it haunted? Okay? Or is it clear? Can you see through the water in that cup that you're offering to other people? So again, it's be what you want. Be what you want to attract. Be in the energy of the law of attraction. Like attracts like. So this will also help give you a clear indication of being able to see things for how they truly are. Be authentic. Authenticity attracts authenticity, okay? Don't be afraid to be yourself. You know, you might have certain standards and you're afraid to tell other people, you know, going into a connection that, and I'm just using this as an example. Let's just say some of you, you don't want children, yet you're dating somebody that has children. And you're just kind of like, well, you know, you're not being authentic that you don't want children because you're afraid that this connection isn't going to work because you don't want children. I mean, that's a huge freaking thing. It's probably not going to work. But there's this energy here where you need to be authentic from the get-go. You need to be authentic. And I just use that as an example. There could be many other things here. Or just kind of like somebody's telling you, I don't want to be in a committed relationship. I'm not ready for commitment. And you want that so badly, but you enter into the relationship anyways. It's doomed from the very beginning. So this is saying here that you must be authentic right from the get-go, and that is going to help you see clearly. Be clear about what you want. Be authentic, and your cup is golden. The cup that you will receive will also be golden. Right? And we have spontaneity, fire, passion, things just happening here, happening very quickly. Yes, we have collision of beliefs, styles, attitudes, and energies. This is, again, a card of just being yourself. Even your fire, your passion, who you are, it might rub people the wrong way. But this is the thing. It's about being authentic, just like this last card was. Be authentic from the get-go. You want to make sure that you align yourself with people that don't have these issues, that, you know, aren't comfortable with a person like you. They've got issues, that's their issues. Yes, be a Knight of freaking Wands. I'm definitely getting this energy here of Sagittarius. If some of you are Sagittarians out there, I'm a Sagittarius. Sagittarians are known for just basically being who they are and not apologizing for it. And some people can be, you know, rubbed the wrong way. Some people will argue with Sagittarians. Sagittarians love to debate. They don't want to fit the mold. They don't care about fitting the mold. They don't care about, you know, being cookie cutter. They're different. They're unique. And I'm not just saying this is just for Sagittarians, but this is a Sagittarian quality. This is about being wild, being passionate, and being spontaneous, being adventurous. This might collide with somebody else's beliefs. It may be that somebody is trying to conform or like constrain you, cage you. If you're in that kind of energy, it's time to break free. It's time to get out of that energy. It's time to stop letting somebody else's beliefs collide with yours and your lifestyle. That's not your energy. Your energy is wild. It's passionate. It's, you know, you don't want to be constrained or held back. Somebody's trying to dim somebody's light here. That needs to change. That needs to freaking change. And we have aura, however you guys want to say it, observation. It's about observing other people, observing other people's energies, observing their behavior, okay? What kind of behavior is somebody displaying? Well, we have this just the behavior of not wanting to let go, not wanting to hold on to dear life or something out of stability, out of survival. So observing that somebody right now is in this energy. It could even be you. Somebody wants to stay in a situation because it's safe. Yes, ghost of the past. The past returns for a time. Very interesting. So this is what I'm getting here, is that, again, the past is coming through this reading big time. People's past issues. Ghosts, people that can't let go of certain situations. They don't want to let go. So the ghost of the past is here right now. We don't want to let go of the past. We don't want to move forward into the future, into the new. We need to observe that by holding on to the past, we're not going to be able to bring in anything new, or we're not going to be able to move forward in our lives. So we have to view this here. This is also this energy here of you can't stay stuck waiting for somebody to leave a partner. You have to observe your own energy is keeping you stuck on the past. You're not able to move forward. So it might be that right now, the past for you, you're starting to think about somebody. You know, this may be what drew you to this reading, is that you're thinking of somebody from your past. It is an energy here, though. We need to observe what's going on. We can't hoard this. We can't hoard this energy. We have to work on letting go of this person. We can already see that this person may make a decision down the line to come back towards you and apologize. Or you guys might have a second chance perhaps. But holding on to them and waiting for this is no good. It's no good. Last message. We have perception. So this is about somebody's perception about something. We have what comes around goes around. I love it. We already had the Judgment in this reading, and now we are ending with what comes around goes around, you guys. That's amazing. Oh yes, we have the Hermit. What comes around goes around. So this is the deal. The Hermit card, this is an energy of needing to withdraw and go within. So this means that if somebody has, walked away from you, somebody you haven't heard from them, they went into their hermit shell, they're in hiding right now. What comes around goes around, baby. So it's all in the way that you perceive it, okay? If you perceive yourself as a victim and alone and being sad and withdrawn from the world, that's exactly going to be your experience in this lifetime, okay? But this is talking about here your perception of how things are just truly are. Sorry, I have my cat trying to step on the computer again. What comes around goes around. So what I'm just getting from this is that let people do what they need to do. Let them withdraw from you or withdraw from them, one of the two. But the Hermit is all about going deeply within yourself and finding the answers. And I already can see that the person that you're dealing with here is having to face the music, is having to face their behaviors, is having to figure something out. They're being pushed by the universe. They're being pushed by their experiences. So they're figuring something out. And it does look very positive that they may come to some sort of realization and bring you some sort of justice. What comes around goes around. This person here is getting theirs. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing that it's either already happened for them or it's happening right now or it's going to be happening for them in the future. And they're going to be thinking about you and they're going to be thinking about the shit they did to you. And so their perception is going to change. They're going to see themselves finally, or this is, like I said, it's either already happened, it's happening now, or it will happen. So they're going to see things from your point of view. They're going to see what they've done. They're going to see things in a different light. But again, they couldn't do that unless they went off on their own and figured this out. So allow this person to keep doing what they need to do by staying away from you, by needing to take space and time from you, by being alone. Allow this to happen because I'm seeing here that it's bringing something. So I just want to know, what is this bringing? And then we're going to end it. What's this bringing? Well, we have nature. Okay. Ooh, we have a time for spirit. I love it. And we have the Three of Wands. This is what I'm getting here. You're waiting on this person to figure it out. So what this brings, somebody does go within, okay? They go within, they connect with themselves, they connect with nature. And because of it, they're thinking about something. They're waiting on something. You're waiting on them to return. They're planning. This like is an energy here of we're putting some sort of an energy forth and we're waiting for something to happen. So there's this energy here that what they're putting something into motion. They're thinking about it. They're conjuring up the strength and the energy and the courage to do something very positively. So what the hell is it? What are they doing? Well, we have abundance. This is good. We have intoxication, distorted view, or overindulgence. And we have the Three of Pentacles. So this is good. We have 2 threes. This is about working together. This is about cooperation. This is about working with more than just themselves. So I definitely am getting here that what this is causing them to do by going within, taking that time to just go within and really think about things. They're thinking about how they want to work things through, what they can do to be more of a team player. Okay. So how can I create more abundance? Because we have the Fairy of the Divine Hand. Divine hand. So the divine again has a hand in what is happening with this person. They're helping them see themselves in a completely different light because see, the way that they've been doing things lately or just all along, they've been overindulgent, they've been narcissistic, they've been distorted in their views, they've been intoxicating themselves with bullshit. So the fairy of the divine hand, the divine has a hand in how this person is viewing themselves. And so I'm seeing here that what they're bringing is some sort of an abundance, again, in the material world, offering something to work things through, to be more of a team player, to not think so much of themselves. So I mean, I'm not going to push for any more because it's very clear to me that the divine has a hand in this situation and how things should transpire with this person. It doesn't mean it will, and it doesn't mean that people can't, you know, speed this process up or slow this process down, because we all have free will to do whatever we want to do. But what I got here today, tapping into you and them, that's what I got. I hope it helped you guys in some sort of way. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.